Hey guys, Fire here, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be showcasing my top 5 Roblox games, and of course, if you think another game should have been on this list, feel free to comment below. This is completely my opinion, so knowing what you guys think helps a lot. Also, before we get into the video, did you know about 90% of you have not subscribed? And subscribing really does help me out a lot, and I think that you should if you definitely do like my videos. But of course you don't have to. I'm just saying it does help a lot with you guys subscribing, commenting, and liking the video. But anyways, let's get straight into the list. Starting off with number 5. So starting off at number 5, we have Sans Fight Simulator, which is its own take on fighting Sans. Overall, this game is quite fun, but sadly quite short, which it only being Sans to fight, and after that, that's all you can do. There is customizations to change what Sans looks like. They look like Underfell Sans, Swap Sans, Ink Sans, etc. But that overall is just customization to make the fight look a little bit different, but it being exactly the same. The fight is quite easy, having pretty forgiving hitboxes, but somewhat janky hitboxes at the same time. Something's hitting you, something's hitting you either way when they shouldn't. So sometimes it feels like you made a mistake and you took damage, or you made a mistake and you didn't take damage, making the fight a little bit weird. But other than that, the fight is quite good and fun. It does replicate most of the attacks with like 2 unique attacks for Sans, and has a unique storyline in the fight, like most fan games. I do recommend this game, and it's quite fun. So if you haven't already, I do recommend at least trying this game out. Now the next one on our list is Underworld Realm. This is the only RPG on this list. This one is, in my opinion, the best current RPG for Undertale on Roblox right now. This game consists of a ton of unique weapons, attacks, and magic types you can use. This game is extremely fun in my opinion. The only thing lacking right now is updates, which they're currently working on waterfalls, so you only can go up to Snowden at the current moment, which is kind of sad, but they do put a lot of time into the attacks, weapons, and the area design. So it makes a lot of sense why it takes a long time for them to fully do it. All enemies have unique animations and unique attacks. Being able to group up in multiple enemies at the same time in boss fights. There's a lot of different items, and you also can change the arena to different types as well, similar to what you see right now, being a beach. You also can have special death animations and other unique skins for weapons that you already own, which makes it pretty cool. A lot of customization in this game is what makes this game pretty epic, and all the epic attacks. Of course, there isn't a lot of content, so not a lot of people are playing the game anymore at this current stage, but once the next update drops, the player count will probably be pretty high once again, to being over 3,000 plays. But sadly, there's only about 200 at this current moment. If you haven't played the game already, I do recommend the game because it is quite fun, and overall good enjoyment for the little that's in the game. The reason why this is the only RPG on this list is specifically because most RPGs made on Undertale for Roblox or specifically use the UUTA template, which is kind of lackluster and always the same exact thing. And also always have the same models for like every single character, usually being 2D, which is kind of sad, but overall makes kind of sense. So this is why this is the only one on this list. Coming in at number 3 is Undertale Adventures, which is your stereotypical tower defense game, using Undertale as its main topic. Overall, it's quite a fun game where you can use a lot of different Undertale characters, up to Waterfall, with some unique characters coming from different small events. Overall, this game doesn't have a lot of players at the current moment due to lack of updates, but currently developers are working on the Christmas update, so that's going to be a while. So it's probably going to be another month from this video until that kind of comes out. So yeah, this game is quite fun to play. It's quite challenging at the beginning to get started, but with some help with others or just grinding the game, getting to a waterfall shouldn't be that hard. So, yeah. Overall, this game is quite fun if you haven't tried it. If tower defense games aren't for you, that's fully understandable, but I currently really love this game for what it is. But yeah, there's a lack of content right now being uploaded, so you're gonna have to deal with that for a little while. But whenever an update comes out, they update with a lot of stuff to do in the game, with like a ton of units, a ton of new maps, a ton of more difficulty, a ton of new everything basically. This game is overall extremely new in the Roblox Undertale community, being only a couple months old, updating like every other month with a massive update, keeping the players refreshed. So once more updates come out, this game will definitely blow up once again. So I do recommend trying this game out if you like other tower defense games. So yeah, it's overall quite fun, and I play it a lot, and I think that others should try it out if you haven't already. They put a lot of time and effort, so yeah, I overall think this game is quite fun. So let's get into the next one. Coming in at number 2 is Last Corridor. This is a unique kind of style of game where you fight a player as Sans and you as Fisk. All the weapons in this game are kind of unique, allowing them to have special abilities, allowing you to do different things. This game gets a ton of updates, adding new Sans, new attacks for the players, and overall is a high quality, recently adding like new maps and such, which is kind of unique. So overall, it's a team-based game, similar to games kind of like Dead by Daylight, where like you have to group up to beat someone that's way stronger than you. And overall, it is a quite fun game to get into. I think it's quite enjoyable to play this game with friends, but it's also fun just play solo. It would be kind of nice if you're allowed to play as only Sans in some servers and only Fisk in other servers. But overall, it's quite enjoyable. So if you haven't tried it, it's quite fun. The more you win, the more stuff you unlock, which is kind of lame. So you have to unlock the good stuff, you have to keep playing. But it allows for a lot of gameplay loops, so people don't only use the same Sans or the same weapon, making it so like everyone's using different characters. And a ton of new characters, different Sans versions from different timelines allow for a lot of gameplay differences between the characters, so you don't know who you're going to go against the next round. With weapons, you don't know what you can do specifically. Like, you could be buffing, you could be defending, you could be straight up attacking. Each weapon has its own like unique play style. For example, the stick is more of a passive support weapon that decreases the damage of the Sans you're fighting, or Papyrus depending on the version you're fighting. But overall, makes it quite fun. So if you haven't tried it, the game is quite enjoyable to play. And I do recommend it playing with friends as well, because this game is quite replayable and doesn't really get old. So yeah, that's number 2, and I think that you guys would definitely enjoy this game. So coming in at number 1, I have Undertale Test Place, which in my opinion is the best battleground game currently on Roblox, specifically for me. This game is a lot of fun to play, especially if you've played Soul Shadows before, which was the inspiration from this game, since that game stopped getting updates and a lot of bad stuff happened with the devs, which I won't be covering this in this video. If you want to figure that out, you always can look into it. Overall, like, that game isn't getting updated anymore and has been pretty much discontinued. So if you want that same similar experience, this game is extremely well done and quite fun. The combos are amazing, the characters are amazing, and overall, it's quite an experience. If you like games like The Strongest Battlegrounds, The Hero, My Hero Academia Battlegrounds, and shit like that, this game is definitely amazing, and you should definitely try it. Overall, this game is a solid 9 out of 10. It's a little bit unbalanced for certain characters, but only if you try hard at this game, which you're rarely going to find someone like that. Other things like teaming, like in other games, aren't in this game, with teaming prevention with the lock-on. So if you're locking on to someone and they're locking on to you, you can't be hit by anyone else or be targeted, which really solves a lot of issues that Soul Shadows have with getting teamed up by like multiple people and people just sitting around doing nothing. Other things like map switching and stuff like that, allowing you to see all the maps instead of just one every like month. So like about every like 15 minutes you can swap maps and play again. The game is quite easy to learn, but also has a high skill gap. So like, yeah. So overall, you can learn the characters pretty well and get really good with them and do different combos. I do recommend trying all the characters out and finding out which one you prefer the most. But overall, this game is quite amazing. So yeah, that's number one, and yeah, that's overall number one in my opinion. So that's my top 5 Undertale Roblox games. If you think anything different, like I said at the beginning of the video, I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments. All games will be linked in the description, and any video that I have on that game will also be in the description if you want to see those in a more depth, like overview of those games instead of me just talking about it. Yeah, this is one of my first videos that I speak in. I don't normally speak in my videos if you're new here. I'm trying a new thing. I don't personally enjoy my voice, but some people say that I have a good voice, which I don't believe them. But anyways, yeah, if you haven't subscribed and you made it to the end of the video, it would really help me a lot if you did. And yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, I guess. I don't know, hit that little bell if you enjoy doing that. I understand if you don't. I also do have a Discord server link to my channel if you want to join that. That's usually where you can find me if you want to talk to me or like message me about a certain game you would like me to look into. It doesn't have to be related to Undertale, obviously. It can be related to FNAF, stuff like that. Typically a Roblox game most of the time. That's usually what I upload is Undertale nowadays, or not Undertale, Roblox. Yeah. This video took a while to make, especially with the voiceover, because I hate my voice, and honestly, literally every single part, I had to redo like about like 15 to 20 times. This is like the only one I'm not gonna do because I kind of want to sound like more genuine, more like actually speaking to you, and not like robot voice, because definitely the intro kind of started to sound like a robot, especially after like the 15th time where like I'm going like, okay, I'm gonna speak the best I can. But yeah, I'm ranting a little bit. Overall, if you did enjoy the video, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. There's a lot of other videos on my channel, especially with Soul Shadows, Project Slayers, and stuff like that. Really excited for Project Slayers 2 and all those to come out. And there's definitely be videos on that when that comes out. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here, and I'm happy that you made this far. Thank you for watching. Bye.